There is a Maori proverb in New Zealand that says, "Success is not ever that of an individual, but always that of a collective." Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday attended the 28th Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) Economic Leaders Meeting in Beijing via video link, urging its members to build an Asia-Pacific community with a shared future featuring openness and inclusiveness, innovation-driven growth, greater connectivity, and mutually beneficial cooperation. This year marks the 30th anniversary of China's joining of APEC. It has been 3 decades of deepening reform and opening up for China, and a broadening economic cooperation across the Asia-Pacific. Indeed, the Asia-Pacific region has become the most dynamic and promising economic powerhouse globally, staying at the forefront of world economic development, and making its positive contribution to global growth and to the well-being of people in the region. We should advance the implementation of the Putrajaya Vision 2040 and endeavor to build an Asia-Pacific community with a shared future featuring openness and inclusiveness, innovation-driven growth, greater connectivity, and mutually beneficial cooperation, said President Xi. To that end, President Xi proposed that efforts should be made on the following directions. First, advance anti-COVID cooperation and promote economic recovery. To defeat the pandemic and restore growth at an early date is a first-order priority for APEC economies at the moment. We need to follow a science-based approach in pandemic response, deepen international cooperation, and promote the research, development, production and fair distribution of vaccines. China has announced that it would provide a total of 2 billion doses of vaccines to the world in the course of this year, and has so far provided over 1.7 billion doses. China has recently proposed a global vaccine cooperation action initiative, and has undertaken to offer $3 billion over the next 3 years to support COVID-19 response and economic and social recovery in fellow developing countries. China welcomes APEC initiatives to facilitate the movement of essential goods and people in a safe manner, and will continue to provide support to the Subfund for APEC cooperation on combating COVID-19 and economic recovery with a view to helping member economies recover and grow the economy. Second, foster an open Asia-Pacific economy. Openness is the lifeline of Asia-Pacific cooperation. We need to uphold open regionalism, advance regional economic integration, and work for the early realization of a high-standard free trade area of the Asia-Pacific, FTAAP. We need to practice true multilateralism, stick to dialogue rather than confrontation, inclusiveness rather than exclusion, and integration rather than decoupling, and be resolute in safeguarding the multilateral trading regime with the World Trade Organization, WTO, at its core. China looks forward to the entry into force of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP, on schedule next year, and has applied for joining the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, CPTPP. Third, promote innovation-driven development and the digital economy. Innovation is an important driving force that propels world development. We need to commit ourselves to innovation-driven development, implement the APEC Internet and Digital Economy Roadmap in a full and balanced manner, and foster an open, fair, just and non-discriminatory environment for innovation and the growth of productivity. We need to further develop the digital infrastructure, speed up digital transformation, strive to bridge the digital divide, and promote development of the digital economy in an all-round way. China has put forward the initiative of enhancing implementation of APEC Connectivity Blueprint, 2015 to 2025, in the digital era. We support stronger international cooperation on the digital economy, and have applied to join the Digital Economy Partnership Agreement, DEPA. Fourth, pursue inclusive and sustainable development. We need to seek the harmonious coexistence between man and nature, actively respond to climate change, promote green and low-carbon transition, and foster a community of all life on Earth. China will support developing countries in developing green and low-carbon energies, and work with partner countries to advance high-quality Belt and Road cooperation. We need to fully implement the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and let the gains of development benefit more people across the world in a more equitable way. At this year's UN General Assembly in September, President Xi put forward a global development initiative that aims at steering global development toward a new stage of balanced, coordinated and inclusive growth. The initiative also holds great significance for sustainable development of the Asia-Pacific region, President Xi said. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China, CPC. It is the CPC's unchanging goal to deliver a better life for the over 1.4 billion Chinese people and to promote peace and development for humanity. Now, China has started a new journey toward fully building a modern socialist country. China will unswervingly expand opening up, and share its development opportunities with APEC members and the wider world, President Xi noted. There is a Maori proverb in New Zealand that says, "Success is not ever that of an individual, but always that of a collective." China will work with all APEC members in building an Asia-Pacific community with a shared future and jointly opening a new chapter for Asia-Pacific economic cooperation, President Xi said.